Hello world, this is the doctor, Toke Obasi Bey. What I want to do is a couple short blogs or video blogs, whatever you want to call it. This is day one of my fast, heading into 7-day fast, heading into this trip to Portland, Oregon. Can't wait to see my Moorish kin. But you may say, okay, what kind of fast am I doing? Usually when I fast, I only do like 3 days pure water. But this is going to be a 7-day fast, and so I wanted to try something different. Still will be no food, but I'm going to be doing a 7-day Powerade fast. What I wanted to do is, of course, concentrate on my chakras. And so Powerade has, of course, they have all 7 colors of the rainbow: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. They got all these, so I'm gonna try it out, see what that's about. Just do a little scientific experimentation. But real serious issue that I want to talk about, that we definitely need to talk about as Moorish Americans, is that unconscious Asiatic, or whatever your identity is. Communication is the key, and so for unity, we must be able to communicate. So in this blogs, over this next 7 days, my main focus will be communication. What is communication? Communication basically is imparting the ideal from one to the next, and then back. Communication is just like electricity. It only works properly with a flow. So with the same as electricity, if you just take a electrical current and you just dump it into something without releasing it, you damage whatever you're just flowing electricity into. And that's the same way with us Moors. As we rotate or demonstrate with each other, we have a flow. We're dumping that spiritual electricity, that holy breath, into our Moorish kins as we demonstrate. But a lot of times, us, we have a lot to say because we're learning a lot, and it's not always received well, because I self-law and master, but we have not yet mastered communication, at least with each other. I know a lot of us talk about, well, we can't wait for telepathy or whatever, but that comes naturally with the art of communication. Communication is on a 3, deals with the 3. 1 is the unity or the whole, 2 is the polarities, and they kind of cancel each other out. But 3 is the communication. 3, on so many levels. 3 deals with the movement of something through the transitions or in the communication. Communication starts with 1, the ideal, being expressed to 2, the receiver of the ideal. Then the receiver takes the information, processes it, and then 3 sends it back And that's how communication works. And it begins back again. Number one takes the idea that was just communicated to him, processes it, sends it back to number two. Number two takes the process, sends it back to number one. Or how many ever there's in the communication circle. But the principle of three dealing with communication is very important for us, because a lot of times Moors, we speak to each other and don't even understand how we're communicating with each other. There's three basic types of verbal communication, because we know there's a lot of communication, body language, so on and so forth. But dealing with the verbal communication with each other, there's three levels. I'm sure some people have heard of this and know about it, but you have the visual, which deals with words like, did you see that over there? Or I saw that red stop sign. Or look. Those words deal with a visual person and their thinking. And then there's two, audio person. Audio person, when they communicate, they use words to deal with sounds, like it was a loud bang, or did you hear that, or you're not hearing me, or it was like some kind of demonstration of a sound. Those are audio people, and they understand better with the audio. Then you have the last one, which is the motion, or I think it's kinetic, feels of motion. Pardon me if I don't have all the words correctly. It's a lot on my brain, but I'm just blogging, come off off the brain, because we know that it's not really yours unless you can give it away. So I'm just making sure I have it. So if you're wise, I'm imparting this to you for my own improvement, and if you're ignorant, this is so that you may grow. Ignorance it just means ignorant, or just not aware of what's going on as far as what I'm talking about. So you got, like I said, the movement type of person, and their communication, or the words they may use, would be like let's see, a good movement word. Good movement word would be something like he lifted, or they went, or I hit him with a bap, 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 something, Movement people, they usually use their hands or something, but they also use, like I said, words to deal with movement. Not just visual, not just audio, but things to deal with the movement of things. So on that three level, we have visual, audio, kinetic, or movement type of communication. I'm not going to really get into too much more of it. I just wanted to break down the basicness of this, because this is where we have to start thinking in our community. When we deal with each other, we have to listen. In communication, like I said, you have the first idea being imparted to the second party. The second party has to listen to get even get the idea, and then from that they process it and send it back to the first party, and the first party has to listen. If there is going to be communication, there has to be some listening. So listening, it's not only the giving, but it's the listening, and the three, the interpretation of what has been put across. So basically, that's the basic of what I'm going to touch on for these next 7 days of my fast is communication. 3 points of communication. How we, as a nation of people, can better grasp this ideal of unity by first being able to understand each other by communicating. Hopefully, I'll get some good feedback, and hopefully, it's be received well. So, on that note, if you'd like to try the fast I'm trying, or if you have some other information on why I shouldn't fast the way I did, I'll be open to receive that. But main point for these blogs is communication. So, Moorish, let's communicate with each other. Let's start to learn how to communicate with each other. Let's remember that communication is not one-sided. Talking at somebody is not communicating, or just listening to somebody is not communicating. There has to be an ebb and flow, or the current, as we talk about electricity, the current, all the way around. So, maybe next time I might use a board or something to give some illustrations. But right now, like I said, it's off the brain. Just something that's been on my brain as I look on Facebook and I talk to different Moors, and I continue to grow in my understanding of who we are as a people divinely and physically. We have to communicate more. We have to learn how to communicate out of love. So with that, I want to say pardon the body. I didn't give my praises and my honors. All praises due to Allah, and honors to our Prophet, and honors to you for honoring yourself and supporting the uplifting acts of all Moorish Americans. So with that, I want to say peace, love, and law. Till next time, keep it on high. Peace.